Hi guys, it's Nancy. I know it's been a while, but I'm here and last minute procrastinating as usual. But let's talk about deals. If you're looking for end of the year deals, maybe you got some gift cards coming your way. Maybe you're just last minute procrastinating on your holiday cards. You've come to the right place. Let's talk about it. So, I got to make some Christmas cards. Sometimes I see people after the holidays. I make cards last minute. We're going to make a card using Spellbinders Saint Nick etched dies. I've already cut out some pieces. This is when you use your leftover pieces. Okay, leftover pieces of paper. These are all scraps, you guys. And I have used the littlest pieces here to cut him out. Okay, he's very traditional looking. We're going to make a card. I am using a new stencil. By the way, he's on sale right now. I'm going to look him up. I'm going to give you the prices and all that stuff. Waffle flower mat. This is in the Spellbinders shop. It is $24 right now. Great mat. It's silicone, so it sticks to your glass mat, but it's a great little mat. The stencil that I'm using is called I don't know. It's like the everything plaid stencil. It's definitely going to be a staple if you are going to be using plaid. Plaid is in all the time. It's, spring, summer, winter, birthday, everything, okay? It's called Build a Plaid Layering Stencil, Not Your Ordinary, from Not Your Ordinary. So, it's $20.99. But old Saint Nick here, he is on sale. So, whether you need him now or whether you need him later, I'm going to show you what he looks like. Again, he's very traditional, so I don't think he's going to go out of style, but he's on sale right now for... Let me get him. Oops, I put in the wrong number for him. And I liked him because he's not like a kitty Santa. He's on sale for $12.50. So, Nance, stop talking. Show the people what they want. First, I'm just grabbing an A2 size piece of paper, sticking it to my mat. And it does a pretty good job at holding things down. And this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of stencil here. So, you grab whatever layers you want, whatever colors you want, and you just start to blending here. And I'm gonna, what am I gonna use for inks here today? I'm gonna use my Simon Hurley inks because I haven't used them in a while. And you can pick those up at Spellbinders too. This one's Bee Sting. Using my Spellbinders blending brushes. I think I'm going to just go in with some... Okay, first I want to make sure... I think my paper's lined up straight. That would be key number 1. Make sure you are straight on the mat. Make sure your mat is straight. So I'm going to use my grid lines to make sure my sticky mat is straight. My waffle flower, it's a stencil mat, not a sticky mat, is straight on my grid lines here. I think that's pretty straight, and then it sticks. No adhesive or anything like that needed. And then I can sort of see through it. But, you guys know me. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm always winging it. And then I'm gonna just kind of press it down. Stick my stencil just like that. That looks good. I think that's actually... Oh, pretty darn close, actually. That looks pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Let's go on with the blending brush. Some Bee Sting, which is like a maroon, red. Probably should have used some of the smaller Spellbinders brushes, but we'll be okay here. We want Saint Nick to be the star of the show. I did die cut the pieces ahead of time. I did not assemble him yet. I thought you guys would want to see how to assemble him. I did not assemble him before. And I know you guys are thinking, Nance, why didn't you show him when he was released? I've been busy, okay? Work has been busy. There's a piece out of here that didn't get popped out. Still hanging in the stencil. You see that? Boop. Boopity boop. We don't need that. I mean, I guess you could use it if you wanted to, I don't know, mask a piece or something. Yeah, life has been a little crazy for me, in case you didn't know. This whole year has been a blur, a blessing. I think 2025 is going to be just as fun and crazy. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I kind of launched this channel for fun, and I've had a great time with it. Don't get me wrong, but I got to get back to work, you guys. And that's what I've been doing. A lot of work. Love my job. Love my coworkers. Love my family, although they've been driving me nuts lately. I need everybody to go back to school and go back to work. But I've been working, and they haven't been, so they have all been home driving me nuts. How about you guys? I know everybody's like excited for family and vacation, and I'm like, no. You guys need to go back to school, go back to work. Leave me alone. I need to get back to work. I'll be on the road going to Pittsburgh, gonna go see Tracy. I miss her. I didn't get to see her too much this year, so that'll be exciting. But I see a lot of work travel in my future for 2025. Leah had a viola orchestra concert. She's done much better this year with that now that she's in 6th grade. Definitely more control for her. Ta-da! Oh, that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to flip it, but I'm going to move it down. And I'm just going to rest it here. Like this. Adding those plaid lines. I don't want the plaid to be too much of the focal point here, because again, we want old Saint Nick to be the focal point here, but we just want that plaid to be in the background. And I'm doing circular motions so I can go from the top down, from the bottom up. That way I get all of the stripe going back and forth. Trying to make sure my colors are nice and even. This is a dye ink, so it'll soak into the paper and it will even itself out. Alright, very cool there. So that was Simon Hurley bee sting again. So far, everything I'm showing you, you can pick up at Spellbinders. If you don't know what to ask for Christmas, you can always ask for a gift card. And then I have blue. I'm going to go with blue ink. I'm going to go in with some No Diving. I'm going to go in with, I think, one of the thicker stripes here. Same thing, and I'll just line that up against the side of the waffle flower stencil mat. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with, yeah, we'll stay with it. A lighter blue. Maybe it was a lighter blue. Let's do breakup blue. Much lighter. Just give a nice subtle blue. And I start off the stencil and just lightly bring that blue onto the paper. It's a very subtle, very, very light blue. It's a great color when you're doing like skies and stuff. Very light, subtle blue. Gonna go over to this side of the stencil and repeat that. Is my ink pad dry? Nope, there's ink on there. It's just a very light color, that's all. Definitely wet. Getting inky fingers here. Oops. Starting to smear my red, pushing too hard. Okay. That is the light blue. Oh, there you can see it. All right. And I think I want to add a little bit of green. Add some later gator for the green. And for the green, I'm going to add the green kind of right there. I'm going to use the smaller blending brushes for this. All right, there's some green. Oh, a little sloppy there. My brush went underneath, but you can see basic idea here. And of course, you can flip the stencil around, up and down, add, remove. Another thing you can do with the stencil is add a very thin coat of Decofoil Duo Gel, or even add, Decofoil Duo Gel and let it dry overnight, and you could add some foil to it. You can use even the Spellbinders foil, and once the Duo Gel is dry completely, any foil will stick to it because the Duo Gel works with or without heat. You just got to make sure it is completely dry. So I say let it dry overnight. But any foil will work without heat. If you're going to use it with heat, then you don't want to use the Spellbinders foil. You want to use toner foil. Or you can use double-sided adhesive tape and use foil. Like a line of tape would look really pretty. Alright, I'm going to do one more line. I think I'm just going to do one line. I'm not going to do two lines. Already gone too long with the 20 minutes with just making a plaid background here. I should have shortened that. Okay. There we go. All right. We get the idea of the plaid builder there. Stencil. Very nice. Okay. That is our background. And then this, you just easily wipe it down with your stamp cleaner. And that takes care of that. All right. Let's build our Saint Nick on here. So there we have our, hey, I did pretty good with keeping that straight too. So here we have in our Spellbinders trays, which again I also love. I have the lid here where I put all my dies, and here I have all my little die cuts. I'm going to use my Spellbinders fine tip glue. And let's put everything together. So out of red, I've cut out his body, and I will try to show you guys the dies and what I use to cut out. So out of red, I cut out his body. I think there's two different size hats. There's a shorter one and a longer one. And then also his arms. Are these. They kind of look like a horn, but those are his arms. So I think I cut all of those out of red. And then out of white, we have the bottom of his robe, which looks like a T shape. And his beard. And then we have some kind of miscellaneous pieces here. We'll come back to those, which like are his cuffs and things like that. The top of his hat. We have his tree. So this is his robe. All of this I cut out of white, which is like the top of his trees, his cuffs. cut all of that out of one swoop of white there. His tree was one pass of green, and then there was one piece which was the tree trunk. Cut that out of brown and that out of green. So we can start to assemble that. And they are actually embossed, so you can see how, come on camera, they line up so you can layer the glue on them. So this, I believe, is his tree trunk. And I just cut that out of some craft cardstock. And actually, if you wanted to give it a little bit more pizzazz, what is the green I just used? This one. This one's fake plant, which is a little bit darker green. Just take a little bit of that ink and put some of that ink on the edges of your die cuts. This may not be dark enough. Let me go with a darker green. Let's try this one, Viper. I think we might have been better with fake plant. And I'm going to do the same for his sleeves, and I'm going to go with, let me see how tall he is with the, I think I'm going to go with the shorter hat. We have the little rim to his hat, and we have a little ball to his hat, a little puff, which you could also add glitter or flocking to. And then these are his sleeves, and there are also little mittens that go under his sleeves. We are missing, I think there's supposed to be two little white cuffs that go to his sleeves. Missing one. Unless one gets hidden. This is why we look at pictures, because one may get hidden when he's holding. Nope. Missing it. Oh, there it is. And then one mitten goes in this hand. And he has a couple of things, like he can hold a tree, he can hold a lamp. I'll show you those. Oops, I think this is the hand that goes down. That is the hand that goes down. Wrong mitten. This is the mitten that goes down. Again, if you look on the Spellbinders website, they have all of the pictures and diagrams, which is what I'm looking at. All right, there we go. All right, then we have his cute little face, his little nose. These little white bushy eyebrows. Okay. All right. Now his face does go under the hat. And, oh, they glued his mustache under his nose. Messed up. I have to peel his nose up. Nose job. Sorry, Santa. Saint Nick. Mustache first, then the nose. Now the nose. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, then we got to put the belt on before the robe. All right. So this is his belt, and there is a belt buckle as well. And it does look like okay, the belt goes right to where that notch is. And that goes before his arm because his arm lays over that. And I cut out his belt and the lantern and all those accoutrements out of gold, like an antique gold. Again, all out of just scrap pieces I had laying around. Tweezers. Where are my tweezers? It's kind of relaxing, actually, just sitting down and creating something. I wish I had some Christmas music on right now. It's a nice antique looking gold for him. It's perfect. All right, I'm gonna let him sit over there and dry while we put together his little lantern. This little lantern I also cut out of gold, that same antique gold. And then the back part I cut out of yellow because I wanted it to kind of look like it was glowing. I guess you could have done it out of acetate too. And then that's going to go in this hand. And then this hand is going to get hung over here. And this hand is going to go over here. And our tree is going to get tucked in there. And Santa's head's going to go there. Where is Santa's beard? It's over here. Saint Nick's beard, which goes under the mustache. Okay. Yeah, I know his eyeballs just popped out. I'm not worried about that. I'll fix that in a minute. They're meant to pop out. There are new eyeballs. Okay. All right. Santa is starting to look pretty fresh now. Should I say Saint Nick? I keep calling him Santa, but he's Saint Nick. All right, nope. That tree's not supposed to pop out though. All right, so we're gonna put some adhesive on his beard. Depending on how tall you may want him to be, you can raise or lower that. Put some more adhesive under the tree. Arms are on. All right, so now he's coming together. Ooh, I forgot to put the robe back on. Let's fix that before he gets too stuck. was supposed to go under the belt, wasn't it? And I said over the belt, and I was incorrect. Incorrect. Although it's hidden by the beard, so you really can't tell. Can't tell. There you go. Santa covered that up. All right, he does have new eyeballs, so I'm not worried about that. Gonna put the boots on. There are also extra pieces if you wanted to layer up the boots. I'm not gonna worry about that either. Just gonna glue them on. Like so. And then these go like so to add dimension to the boots. So he has nice shiny boots. So adds extra dimension to that. And then we just have, when you cut the star, I'm going to put that on here. All right, I do have a card base. So let's get that. Top folding A2 size card base. And then there are some additional dies where you can cut out these snowflakes. So I cut those out of glitter paper. Out of the center of the snowflakes, cut these little glitter stars. There was also a little gold star, which I'm going to put on the top of the tree, and a little yellow star, which we can put in the background. There's that additional hat. And then again, if you wanted to put these at the top of the boots, you could do that. I'm going to leave those out. So there's some additional pieces if you wanted to use those. And then there are his little eyes. I'm going to put those back in, and we'll color those in just a second. But there he is. He's actually pretty glorious. He's a little big, but that's okay. I'm not going to cut him down. I guess I'll have to hand deliver him. So he'd be perfect for those of you guys who like to do 5x7 cards. I really like my plaid background too. I'm pretty happy how that came out. So let's glue him down. Can I move him down? Did I make him too tall? Let me see if I can move his... If I move his beard down, he might be too short then. It's a very tall Santa. I'll just hand deliver him. He'll be hand delivered. And then I'll put the snowflakes on. Let me put my little golden star on here. That looks nice with its golden belt and the golden lamp. And then I'm going to glue back the eyes here. Oh, went in upside down. Get out of there. Oh, I think that's one of the cheeks, actually. Where'd the eyeball go? Oh, there it is. They're both flesh colored, so I got mistaken. Alright, and it did cut out two little tiny cheeks. I'll just wait for that glue to dry, and then I'll go in with a little Copic marker and I'll color that in. The same thing with the cheeks. I'll just give them a little bit of blush color. And there is our little Saint Nick. There we go. And then plaid builder. All right, so there we go. I know that was a pretty long video. I mean, that's one of my longest videos, you guys. But I wanted to show you guys step by step putting that together. I think it's definitely worth the time. He's very classic looking. The stencil builder also took some time, obviously, but you could probably do mass production of that and then just decide what you want to do. Let me do some of this. That might be too big, actually. And then this is just one of those special handmade cards that you give to somebody that you say, that took me a really long time to make, and you better not throw it away. And I need a fine point. There you go. There he is. All right, guys, there you go. I will list everything down below for you. If you have any questions, put them down below. And if you had fun just watching me make this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know it's one of my longer videos, but I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.